Hello and welcome back to FatherofTwo Plays Sunless Sea Zubmariner. Last time we made our way to Port Carnelian, where we converted our ship into a submarine. We went under the waves and encountered our first enemy below the waves. We weren't sure it was an enemy, and when we were sure, we tried to escape by going back to the surface. But we were hit on the way, and we were hit for 26 damage, which is over a third of our life. So we have to be careful at Z, and especially under the Z. We made our way to the Salt Lions, and that's where we currently are. There is vast sorrow in their empty eyes. Two basalt beasts, cathedral-sized. They frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment. Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot, picking. There's a supply dock below. Oh, could we get some supplies? No. Visit the Unmakers. Carry Sphinx Stone to London. We need 200 echoes. Salt's rights? Or compile a port report? Well, let's compile a port report first. Time, basalt, dissolution. Notes for the Admiralty. Record the activities of the Unmakers, such as they are. Right of stone and silence. Okay. Let's do something else while we're here. Salt's rights sounds interesting. The face of the northern Sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant, but clear. Okay, we have no extraordinary implications, or... So we can do it, yeah. So we have everything? Salt's attention, something awaiting us in port. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx's face, down, a clean arc into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there in the quiet, until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your eyes. Rise, gasping to the prickle of false stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You've brought something with you. We gained a lot of terror, but we have an extraordinary implication. That seems worthwhile, I think. Well, let's check our map before we leave port. Zoom out. We don't have a ton of fuel, but I would like it if we could circle up around this way and maybe discover some more locations. So, let's try that. And we can't really afford to turn off our light unless we have to. Should we venture under Z? I guess we shall. That is so cool. This is dangerous down here, though. I keep going because it's so much fun. So there's the Salt Lions. The sonars picked up an underwater settlement some distance to the south. Should we check it out? I think we should. Let us head south. Oh, let us be careful. What is it? Let's check it out. The Z's bounty sustains us, +1 supplies. Looks like there's slipstreams or currents we could take to travel quickly along the Z. It controls a little bit differently. You are not welcome here. Should we check it out anyway? Is this a place to land? Rack. Well, let's find out. This is pretty cool. Okay, let's dock. Rack. Earn your entry. The wrecker surround your docked submarine, or the wreckers surround your docked submarine. They greet you with crooked blades and rusted blunderbusses. Easy, trespasser. You want in? You prove you belong here. Okay, tell of your exploits. Impress them with tales of your daring, or at least make yourself the hero of a violent story you overheard. Yeah, we have a tale of terror. We have 7, in fact. Natural-born storyteller. Your words are like hooks in their ears. The violence drags them where you will. By the end, they've sheepishly lowered their weapons before raising them again in a great cheer, sounding like the thundering of cannon fire. What does that say? Oh, damn. And they... Oh, I see. Damn fine, trespassers! Welcome to Rack. The city is in want. Man, that's super cool. Okay, let's see what there is in Rack. It's clearly a whole bunch of shipwrecks. Ships lured by false promises and lights litter the Z floor. Their broken hulls make a city for the wreckers. The citizens are in constant motion, working to survive and appease the fair king who sits deep within the city on his wheeled throne. Buy an audience with the fair king. Or go wrecking, or eavesdrop on the wreckers. Taste the tether, or compile a port report. Or consider the state of the city. Or follow an echo through the hulls. Well, first thing we do is get a port report. The Admiralty would be very interested in the wreckers' activities. The wreckers know their duties. The poets write enticing lies. Talkers travel to other ports to spread them. Miners construct the devices which will sink the lured ships, and the salvagers strip them bare. The most celebrated of the wreckers wear no special costume, but are easily identified. They mumble poems in Arabic to themselves. They whistle lively tunes in new scales. They wear heavy gloves and carry silver clippers with which to cultivate tether. What is tether? Well, we got a port report. Pardon me. Buy an audience with the king. Okay, we have a scintillac. The fair king. Sometimes it happens in this way. The rusted walls behind him draped are with 2 banners made of the tattooed flesh of his amputated legs. Whoa. He is admiring the scintillac through a jeweler's lens as you enter. We are pleased. Tell me, he says, looking at you, how would you... Good God! He wheels towards you, his voice is hoarse. We are not strangers, you and I. Taste the tether and see for yourself. Okay. So that would be the taste of the okay. Weird. Should we go wrecking? Let's go wrecking. A little Gillifloor tells me that there's someone you should speak to in Guiders Morn, trespasser. Why not make a friend and send him over this way? You're going to Guiders Morn. Okay. Can we eavesdrop? Should we eavesdrop? Let's taste the tether first. There is a weed that grows on the broken ships. To taste it is a privilege reserved for successful wreckers. Within the rusting innard of a broken battleship, the wrecker keeps a tether. The tether. It is guarded by heavy bulwarks and priests capable of launching cannonballs across a room with their bare hands. It is the glory of the Rack. Or of Rack. Okay, so we need... Within the sanctum where no water drips are walls, doors, and pedestals of trinkets. It is watched over by a stony matron. Make an offering of scrap, and you may choose. Knife, cup, or bone. So... We need to have scrapped a ship? Okay. Well, we have a mission from to go to Guiders Morn. Visit the Royal Hull. Let's first eavesdrop. What is that word? I don't know. Do you really think she could convince the blank to sail our way? Of course, they're fools up at Port Carnelian, and she's one of our best talkers. She'll find a nice captain with lots of cargo. Okay, Port Carnelian. We know where that is. I don't know if we've been to Guiders Morn yet. I think we have. Visit the Royal Hull. Hull, sorry, not Hull. Consider the state of the city or follow an echo. Well, let's visit the Royal Hull. The wreckers look on you with a quiet awe. They whisper as you pass.
Tethered to the king.
The fair king is always glad to see you. An audience with the king. The fair king sits a taller in his throne as you enter. He cannot help but smile. Welcome back. Have any of the ships you sent come in? You think you recognize a few of the new wrecks as you enter the city. No, we haven't done that yet. Approach the mirror or part from the fair king. For want of a mirror, no more than 5. Okay, let's do it. At the rear of his chamber, the fair king keeps a mirror made of ice. It holds a reflection, neither yours nor his, but that of a narrow, bespectacled gentleman. The king allows no one to approach it, but perhaps he will make an exception for you.
Very well. Today I shall allow it, for a short while.
The man in the mirror. You can see your reflection, distorted in the ice, but there is another, clearer reflection as well. A long-faced man with receding black hair and round-rimmed glasses. He blinks solemnly at you. Try to see yourself. Are you in the glass? Try to see the man in the mirror. Is there more to him? Let's try and see the man in the mirror. Free-for-all. You step toward the mirror. It flashes in the light. He stands at the Cumean Canal. His hair is blacker than the dark drop coffee in his mug. Men and women from the surface crowd around him. They look sickly in comparison. One passes him a letter, envelope white as snow, seal as black as bark. The man reads it and passes the young woman a flask. Before her crewmates could set on her, she has drained it. Her skin glows with new vigor, and before they could set on him, he laughs, and, in the spirit of liberty, equality, and eternity, gives them each a flask of their own. The fair king's voice interrupts the vision.
I am never sure what it is we are seeing. The gentleman's hopes? His fears? He certainly seems to have an ambitious imagination.
Moves in the great game. Huh. Well, we will return. What else can we do? We can't taste the tether or visit the royal hull. Consider the state of the city. The wreckers look sallow. Stores are running low. There is enough food to subsist for a time, but the poets may soon be out of paper, and the miners won't be able to make their explosives if their powder isn't refreshed. But the fair king ensures there is order. He goes without, just as his subjects do, and he sees that those who forsake their work for despair are flogged. Visit the shops tab. Okay. Firkin of prisoners, honey. Is it cheap? Oh, it costs supplies, I see. We have a fair amount of supplies. We could get some of this dark drop coffee, and then we could dine with our companion. Okay, back to rack. Proper. Follow an echo through the hulls. Many wreckers sing, but none quite like this.
Careful, trespasser,
a wrecker warns as you approach.
He escaped from the hut. Mind your manners, or you might lose an ear.
Okay. The escaped composer. He looks up from the water-warped pianoforte, adjusting his glasses. His hand is stained with ink. There is music written on the wallpaper behind him. Sell your drowning hymn to the composer? No, we don't have one of those. Sell your drowning love song? No. Sell your drowning song in counterpoint? No. Bid him farewell for now. Leave him to his music. We have nothing for this man, currently. Okay, nothing else. Well, that was eventful. Cool. It just looks cool. So now it shows up on our map as well. That's cool. Let's head north again. Or west. No, sorry, east and north. There's a bit of a stream here. We could use that to travel. It seems to be going... They must shift around, because I feel like it was going the other way when we came past it. Yeah, that's nice. give you a bit of a speed boost, or is it going the other way? Oh, it's just slowing us down? Huh. I thought it would boost us forward. Oh well. And our sonar just goes off when it can. Wow, it's dark down here. This is super cool. The sonar's picked up... Oh yeah, we know about that one. We were just there. Rack. Or wreck? No, it's rack. Fairly certain it was rack. My memory is no good anymore. Not my short-term memory. Something brushes briefly against the shell. The Zub shakes. Fed the crew. What's it like if we turn a light off? Oh, goodness. Ah, but we don't... Oh, we are getting terror down here. I was about to say, I don't think we're getting terror. Of course we're getting terror. It's terrifying down here. So I wonder if we can buy upgrades to our sonar. I guess it's sonar, but I have a tendency to want to add a Z to all the S things in this game. To the northeast, the sonar has picked up an underwater settlement, a long way to the north and east. Let's find our way to it. The brightest light cannot reach this depth. That glow is an illusion. Oh, is this part of the con? Do we go in here? Is this the way in? It looks like it. I like it. The music is so good. Dahut. Dahut? Oh. Oh, that was a boner move. Did we take any damage? Oh, right. I forgot about our oxygen. Good thing it gives us that effect around the outside, because I would have just drowned. Okay, so we're right at the hut. That was funny that I crashed into the side there, thinking that was a tunnel in. Obviously, all the ports look the same, it seems. So we'll go back down as soon as we get our oxygen back. Or at least most of the way back. Let's send out our Z-Bat. Godfall to the northeast. Okay, let's transform and go under. Can we not transform? Oh, cannot transform here. Seek deeper waters. Okay. Here then? No? How about now? We're fighting something. That doesn't seem good. Oh, crap. Okay, we still can't go down. They haven't seen us, though. There we go. There's a port right here as well, so we can go down and find the port, and then come up and find the other port. I see. Dahut is very big. Dahut? Yeah, Dahut would be spelled D-U-H-A-T. Come on. You know that. What is this? It looks like something for us to pick up. Whoa, whoa, what is moving? That's terrifying. What the hell is moving down there? Do you see that? That is terrifying. Drownies built a copy of London as it never was, a cathedral and houses and fields of flowers all underwater. The water is cool and luminous, and at the same time, it is breathable air. Huh. Assemble a port report. An almost impossible... Okay. 0% chance. We won't do that then. Wander, look, make no commitments. We should do that, maybe. Stay a while. Or ask the drownings for the latest news. Let's ask for the latest news.
The weather has been dismal lately. Hardly a single wreck since St. Agathos's day. And then it was only a little yacht with a few sailors aboard, and 2 of those were able to swim to shore and didn't come to Dahut. At all. We just have to hope for the spell to break.
Okay. Then let's wander and make no commitments. The Hut, City of Peace. Water and air are the same things here, a betrayal of nature, or a truce between opposites. Swim up the side of the cathedral if you like, and peer in through its rose windows. You won't be able to make out anything inside. Breathe deep, fill your lungs with a substance cooler and more cleansing than ordinary air. Walk in the garden with the fish around your knees. Do not ask questions about the king of this place. Those will go unanswered. So we gain terror? That noise is kind of terrifying in the background. We don't want to stay a while, and we can't stay a while. So I guess we'll leave. Is this place like alive? I think it's moving. That's terrifying. So we found fuel. That was cool. Let's return to the surface, shall we? And we'll check out this other port here. Yeah, you can see it moving down there. What? We don't want to fight? No. They're not very fast. We could probably get behind them and take them out. I would risk it, but we took that big hit from that ship last time, and it was detrimental to our hull. We do not have a very good ship yet. What is this? We don't want to take on that Corvette. It's a little better than we are, I think. Light off? Ash shaven. A-shaven? Godfall. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of the roof fall off. Be glad you weren't here when this one did. Okay. The brawling bearded men who live here call themselves monks. They pay lip service to Saint Stalactite, which fell from the roof. But their chief interest seems to be wine, blood, and shouting. Speak with the monks about their newest member. Okay. We should do that. They escort you to his cell.
Used to be a Zayla, one whispers. We were hoping you could help us work out what's wrong.
Okay. The Supplicant. An old bearded man sits cross-legged and naked in Godfall's smallest monastic cell. At the sight of the group, he flinches. His wrinkled skin is covered in faded scars.
No more freedom, he whispers. 10 of the clock we sweep. 15 past 10 of the clock we wash. There are orders. There must be orders. No more freedom, please.
A monk hands him a mop and bids him clean the entire chapel by first bell. The supplicant squeezes it tight.
Yes, master,
he whispers, tears of gratitude welling up in his eyes as he scampers off. There's an awkward silence.
He should make a very devout monk, one of the others ventures. Only we finally get him into the habit. Or once we finally get him into the habit.
Okay, that's weird, right? That's very weird. Of wine, of blood, of shouting. We can do of shouting, but we can't do the other two. Explore the shattered citadel. That's my timer. Before the stalactite was a monastery, before it ever fell from the roof, it was a citadel. The fall shattered it and killed all its occupants, probably. Why don't you take a look? So we have no foxfire candles. So let's do this one, of shouting. Let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Tales. They're eager to talk about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder? With their vow of celibacy. They became vague, and are suddenly eager to speak of details of passing shipping. Okay, we have a port report. I wonder, is this a new place? Well, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.